Stop YouTube. Angry Jackalope, Robrix. I'm back. I'm gonna tell you about the time I got fucking my ass just waylaid to me in the mosh pit. So in Hawaii, when we were living there were these underground shows we go to. My friend Earl was in a band called Luau Guys, and Earl was just an amazing musician. The guy was talented beyond belief. He could play drums, guitar, bass. Fuck, I'm sure if you threw him a kazoo, he could whip out some crazy shit. And he was just a real fucking cool guy. He was a fucking Chewbacca motherfucker. And we were at one of his shows, and I was really scared to get in a mosh pit for the first time. And I went in, and then I went with the grain, okay? And as I was going with the grain, I slipped and I fell. And I'm like, oh shit, because they tell you straight up, don't fall in a fucking pit because you're going to get trampled. All of a sudden, I felt something grab me and pull me up, and it was this big, tall dude, black dude with fucking orange hair. And I look up at him, and he just looks at me, and we just keep going. And the pit was cool. You know, every so often you saw some asshole go against the grain, you know, throwing elbows and shit. And sometimes you see a guy with spikes on or whatever, and somebody would clock his ass. Because in Hawaii, they don't fucking play. The motherfuckers just love the fight. So they'd throw down and it'd be over with. But I never got fucked up in Hawaii. Never once. And I had been to, you know, probably a good 6, 7 shows and always had a blast. It was always great. Well, I go to California, and my girl Deb says, hey, we're going downtown San Francisco to a show. Do you want to go check it out? And I'm all sure. And so we go down there, and it was a different scene. I mean, it was more visceral, more violent, more scary. Just fucking scary. And I was like, fuck. So we go into this shit, and I get nailed. I get nailed like 5 different ways to sundown, and I just jump out of, I get in the pit and get out of the pit. I mean, it was horrible. But I didn't see Deb and the girl that we came with. They just disappeared. I didn't fucking see them anywhere. And so a little later they come out, and I'm like, yeah, that was great. That was awesome. Let's fucking get out of here. I got my ass served to me in that pit. And it was weird because it was a different scene. Completely different scene. But one of the good things that came out of that whole scene down there was I found these fucking pretty cool fucking boots, which got me the nickname Reflector. If you want to know what boots they are, I call them Mad Max boots. They were these big leather boots, and they had a big metal plate right in front of them, right? They're nice, sick-ass fucking boots. And I used to wear them, I wore them everywhere. And I got those from downtown San Francisco. I forget what store I got them from. It's been, over, Jesus, over 20 some odd years. But I got my Reflector boots on there. So, you know, at least it wasn't a total waste. Got my ass kicked, got my boots, came back, rode the bus back to Pacifica, and that was that. But man, I tell you, when you get into a good pit, you can get nailed. You know, it doesn't really hurt because you've got so much adrenaline, you got so much fear going on. And I look at some of these concerts now where fuckers create pits like, oh yeah, let's do a fucking pit at a fucking Taylor Swift concert. What the fuck is that all about? It's fucking retarded. But when you have like just fucking like Metallica Whiplash, for example, you know, you got you got something that you could just, and you're just fucking, you know, boom boom. I mean, and you're going with the mask. It's fucking cool, you know. It's got this a sense of camaraderie. Like when that dude picked me up and he fucking held me and we fucking went. It was cool, man. There was no color lines. There was no fucking. I mean, it's just you and the next motherfucker trying not to get knocked down, and you know if somebody fell, you picked them up. Because after that dude picked me up, I kept an eye out, and every so often I'd see somebody go down, and I'd fucking pick them up, and it was cool. I mean, it had a real sense of camaraderie, and you were like, it's almost like I don't know if you've ever been in a fight, you know, if you've been in a knockdown, drag out fight, it don't really matter what the fight was about. A lot of times after the fight's done, you're cool as fuck with the motherfucker you got in a fight with because, you know, unless it was just some fucking asshole dude that was fucked up. Like I've been in a couple of fights with people, and then later on they became friends, and there's a bond when you go toe to toe with a motherfucker, you start to respect them. You see fighters do it all the time, but anyway, it's a very similar feeling inside the pit there. And there was always the same group of people that we would see, and we'd be like, "Sup, you know, sup," you know. And the pits in Hawaii were real cool. The pits in San Francisco, I didn't like them as much. I didn't like them as much, and it could have been also I was all of shit. I guess at that time I was 18, almost 19. I was 18, and they were like grown fucking seedy, nasty motherfuckers in there, and I was thinking to myself, man, this shit's fucking wild. It's crazy, you know. So it was just interesting to see the different scenes. All right, anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna stop now. If you like it, please subscribe. Tell all your fucking friends. Until next time, Mosh on, motherfuckers, Mosh on. Be good to each other. If you see a fucker go down, pick him up.